3, 2, 1.
Welcome to today's video. Today I'm going to be playing the Sega Genesis classic, Sonic the Hedgehog. So this was the first, I believe it's the first Sonic the Hedgehog game. Well, for the Sega Genesis anyway. I know there was Master System games and stuff like that. I'm not too sure if it came same time during or after or before. But anyway, so this was the first Sonic game I played. It was actually the first Sega Genesis game I played because I remember playing Sonic the Hedgehog on the Sega Genesis, and immediately I wanted to play some more of it, but I couldn't because, well, it didn't have one. But anyway, yeah, I came across a used Sega Genesis, and I remember, what do you call it? I remember getting one. Me and my brother asked, and we got one, and then we got, instead of Sonic 1, we got Sonic 2 with it, which was pretty awesome, because, well, many people consider Sonic 2 to be the best Sonic game, and I agree, because, not just because I owned it, it's just that the way it plays and the music is iconic as well. Don't get me wrong, Sonic 1 is still good and all, but it's just that Sonic 2 is more widely received better. Sonic 3 was actually pretty good too, but it didn't exactly hold a candle. Well, it was never as good as Sonic 2. But I think some of the newer Sonic games like Sonic Mania have come very, very close to, you know, being my favorite Sonic game. Because I would say the top 3 Sonic games I like playing would be, first would be Sonic 2, number 3 would be Sonic Mania, and no, first Sonic, no, let me rephrase that again. Favorite number 1 game is Sonic 2, second favorite is Sonic Mania, number 3 is Sonic & Knuckles. I like Sonic & Knuckles. I've owned it as a kid, and I think I remember I broke the door or the hinge, that the little door that covers the top of the cartridge, because you can lock on Sonic 2 and play as Knuckles on, you know, Sonic 2 and 3, I think, yeah. And any other cartridge automatically took you to the blue sphere, you know, levels that was on the Sonic and Knuckles cartridge. It's pretty neat. Okay. Oh man, I am not good at these special stages here. They're just kind of disorienting. So the version I'm playing of this Sonic here is off the Sega Genesis collection on the PS3. I know that there's a newer collection out there, but I haven't brought it since, you know, I already have like Sonic. Oh, I already have the Sega Genesis collection. But what I am going to do, probably, I have a... I suck at it. I do have the Sega... No, what is it? The Mega SG, which is pretty nice. I have all the Sonic games on cartridge, and I'm going to play through them in that on off the original cartridge on the Mega SG. The Mega SG is pretty awesome. Like, I brought the 8-bit DO controller with it, and it is the best controller, well, the most comfortable controller for Sega Genesis I've ever held, you know. But I also brought the OG, 3-button controller for the Sega Genesis as well, just for, you know, nostalgic sake. But yeah, like, as nice as it is to have a 3-button controller for Sega Genesis, the 8-bit DO, 6-button controller, I brought the wireless one that comes with the dongle for the Mega SG. It's not Bluetooth or anything like that, so I can't exactly use it with the other stuff I have. Can't use it on a Switch or anything like that. But, I get another shot at this. But yeah, like, Mega SG is pretty awesome. I mean, like, I have the Super NT and the Mega SG. I kind of splurged a little bit with some of the bonus money I got this year from work and tax return. But, you know, kind of regret it just because had to struggle some hard times with, whoa, son of a gun. Struggled with hard times with, you know, with necessities, but, you know, So what's like living on? So what if I had to, eat not great food for a while? Like a month of craft dinner is, well, not even craft dinner. I have the mac and cheese, what do you call it, no-name brand for a while. Yeah, you don't want to do that unless you are willing to want to pay the price for premium, clone systems. Whoa. Okay, let's go back over here. So Sonic the Hedgehog, I loved Sonic the Hedgehog growing up. I mean, like, I liked the character more than I did Mario. Like, Mario had better games, but I liked the Sonic character better when I was a kid. Like, I used to watch the whatever cartoon show they had. I read the comic books, and I kind of wish that they incorporated the comic book. What do you call it? I would kind of wish they incorporated that comic book world in the Sonic games a little bit more. But the comic books was kind of its own thing. I think the Sonic the Hedgehog Saturday morning cartoon, as some people call it, Sat-Am, which is short for Saturday morning, is it follows the comic books closely, but not exactly. Would have been nice for them to go into some of the storylines, such as I can't think of any storylines right now. I know that it got a little more heavy-handed and more dramatic as the series went on, and Robotnik was more of a deviant. He was more villainous on the comic books as opposed to... There was another Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon too. I think it was called The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, and it was more Looney Tunes than anything else. Like, it had Sonic and Tails, but it also had Dr. Robotnik and his two cronies. I think it was... I forgot what their names were. But it was that chicken and that ground... No, it was Grounder and... Oh, what is that chicken's name again? Skrit? No. I have no idea, but I know the blue one's name is Grounder for sure. Marble Zone. Here we are. I'm not a big fan of this music, but I'm gonna turn it up a little bit here. Well, on my end here. Maybe on the recording too as well. And here I am just saying like I don't really like this song and I have to turn it up just to get my point across. Like, if you haven't played Sonic 3, or this level, because I know not everybody has played a Sonic the Hedgehog game, especially people who are kind of younger gamers or non-gamers who do not play a lot of video games. Oop. There we go. Some people say that Sonic the Hedgehog games are like kind of like you have to go really fast, but there are levels like this where you can't. Which makes Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic 1 and 2 and 3 platforming games, not exactly racing games or anything like that. While you can speedrun through Sonic games, it's a lot nicer to just be able to, darn it. But it's a lot nicer to be able just to, play through the game and enjoy, the moments of platforming. I always liked Sonic games with these cool little moments, especially in Sonic Mania. Sonic Mania had a lot of surprising little moments in the game there, and it also had like it had every boss had a mini boss, and then there was like a main boss at the end of each zone. I kind of wish that they kept going with like the 2D version of this Sonic game. Like, like Sonic Mania could be argued that it's the real Sonic 5, I guess. Because for me, like, Sonic and Knuckles was actually 4 in my eyes. But even though it's the second half of Sonic 3, because it's all the same, because it's kind of like a direct continuation of that story of Sonic 3 into Sonic and Knuckles. But anyway, so it looks like I'm out of time, and I hope you enjoyed today's episode as much as I enjoyed making it, and we will catch you tomorrow with a different game. So until then, we'll see ya.